Hello everybody and welcome to your 19th C++ Made Easy HD tutorial. So in this tutorial we're going to be finishing up about functions. So let's look at references to functions, okay? So let's change, okay, let's say we have this add or whatever, right? And say we want to do something to a variable inside something. So say we have okay, let's say this is health. Okay, let's think of it in video game terms because everybody loves video games. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people do. So let's say damage, okay, and we take in health. Now, say, or let's make this void or whatever, right? So once they say we said that the damage was, we lost 10 points of damage, okay? 10 points of health due to an attack by the enemy, right? So let's say this health is equal to 100, okay? And we call damage and we put in health. So now if we print out health, we should get 90, correct? Because we changed the value of health. So let's run this. Gotta wait for it to build. Okay, so look, our health is still 100. Why is our health still 100? Well, as I said, everything, think of this as a scope. It's a local variable. So when we pass in health, this is just copying a copy of the just passing a copy of the value, right? So whenever we do, it's kind of like creating our own new variable within our function, right? This is just giving us a value to put to it, and then whatever we do with it, it only happens within the function. So then now we have a problem, okay? So say we actually want to change the health, but we want to do within a function or something. How are we supposed to do that? Well, we do that by using references, right? And to use a reference, we just use the ampersand symbol. Now you can put it right beside the variable name. You can put it after the variable type. It doesn't really matter, right? All we need is just the ampersand. I like to put it right beside the variable name, okay? So the ampersand lets it know that it's just a reference, okay? Once we learn about pointers, references will become more clear, but a reference, everything takes something in memory, okay? So let's say we have 10 boxes, okay? And each box is declared, the address of each box is from 1 to 10, okay? So think of each box as whatever, just an address, okay? So say our variable health, and maybe we can make this int, whatever, since this takes an integer, whatever. So let's say that health is in box number 1, right? Now if we don't have the ampersand, what this says is that it says copy the value that is in the whatever that box that you specify, and then put it into a new variable. That's what it's basically saying, right? When we don't have the ampersand. When we have the ampersand, the reference is saying, okay, we are working with the variable in that particular address. So if that variable that we put in there is in the address number 1, then whatever we change changes whatever is in address number 1, right? So we're working with that. This is a reference basically pointing to that box. And once we get a pointer, it will become more clear. But so if we look at that, we just add in the ampersand, and if we change this, now we will get our desired result of 90. So just gotta wait for this to rebuild. So as you can see, our new result is 90. So it took health, it's the reference to health, subtracted it from 10, and then because it's subtracting this from the actual address, it's not making a copy from it, it's subtracting it from the actual source. So that's what the ampersand symbol does. So that is with functions and references. Now the last thing I'm going to teach you about functions is I guess proper initialization. Now a lot of people, some of you might declare your functions and do it like this. Like you have the function definition or declaration, and you'll have the statement inside what it does, right? Another way you could do it, and some people might call this proper syntax, is that what you do is that you make a declaration of it. So much like when you make a variable, you say like int whatever, and then you give a value to whatever later. Like we will say like int health, and then after we'll say health is equal to, or whatever, we'd say health is equal to 100. So it's like the same thing right here. So we're making a declaration of it, and then what we do is that at the bottom of main, then we'll restate what it does, so what it is in ant health, and then we'll do whatever we want for it down here. And it will still run exactly the same. So if we run this, we still get the value 90. Okay, so that is a different way to declare it. But that is all for functions now. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.